Joao Felix scored his first home goal for the club. Chelsea again dropped points as they blew 2 leads to draw at home to Everton at Stamford Bridge on Saturday evening, with Joao Felix strike and Kai Havertz scoring for the hosts. The Blues have been struggling for goals of late, and they have only recently returned to winning ways, which has allowed the pressure that had built on Graham Potter to fade slightly. Saturday's result will not help things. With the Champions League campaign now likely their priority, they'll meet Real Madrid in the quarter-finals. There was always a chance that the Blues could have been caught napping at the bridge. They were the better team early on but had those same struggles in finding a way to goal, and it looked like any goal that would come was likely to be Joao Felix's doing. After a goalless first half, Joao Felix did get the opener. He had had a shot or two in that opening half without ever really threatening, but when a loose ball fell his way on the edge of the area in the second half, he took a touch to set himself up and then prodded a low effort through a defender's legs and creeping into the bottom corner to give Chelsea the lead. Everton's issues. Everton's game plan appeared to be a clear attempt to leave London with a point, and anything more would be a bonus. They tried to hold their hosts off, but after falling behind they didn't really have much to offer to begin with. They tried to threaten from set pieces, but the deliveries weren't always accurate, and, even when they were, they didn't have the quality to convert until the 69th minute, when one of those set pieces was headed over the line, and just over the line, by Abdoulaye Doucouré before being cleared away. But parity was immediately put at risk when Reece James went to ground under clumsy challenges from 2 defenders and a penalty was awarded. Kai Havertz stepped up and was as cool as anybody as he toyed with Jordan Pickford before sending him the wrong way and finishing. Ellis Sims leveled again in the 90th minute. Chelsea went looking for another goal to get ahead for a third time and had a series of stoppage-time corners that ultimately came to nothing. Thomas Tuchel admitted Chelsea's coronavirus outbreak had taken a toll on his Premier League title chasers as Everton snatched a dramatic 1-1 draw on Thursday, December 16th. Tuchel's side were without Romelu Lukaku, Timo Werner and Callum Hudson-Odoi after the latest COVID-19 blow to rock the Premier League. Ben Chilwell, currently injured, also tested positive, while Kai Havertz was unable to play after feeling ill before the match. The Blues were already without Mateo Kovacic as the Croatia midfielder recovers, having contracted the virus earlier in December. Shorn of so many key players, Chelsea labored to break down stubborn Everton until Mason Mount netted midway through the second half at Stamford Bridge. Despite dominating from start to finish, Chelsea were punished for switching off at the back when teenage defender Jared Branthwaite grabbed his first Everton goal with 16 minutes left. Failing to beat a struggling Everton side decimated by injuries and illness was a hammer blow on a difficult day for Chelsea. It is hard to swallow. We missed big chances to get the result in the first half and second half we did not find the rhythm, Tuchel said. One big reason is for sure the chances we missed. We could have been 2 or 3 up and were playing with fire. We didn't have anyone on the bench. We put the last guys in that we available and we are missing big personalities and quality. Having led the table for several weeks, Tuchel's third-place team are now 4 points behind leaders Manchester City. Chelsea have won only 2 of their last 5 league games as they lost ground on City and second-place Liverpool. With 5 games scheduled for this weekend called off due to COVID cases, and 4 others postponed at various times in the last week, Tuchel refused to say if he believed the Premier League should temporarily halt the season. I don't want to get involved in the political stuff. If they decide we have to play, we play, he said. We are all worried about COVID. It's close to us, we had 4 positives. Other games get cancelled, ours didn't. The battling draw was a welcome sight for under-fire Everton boss Rafael Benitez, whose team have won only 1 of their last 11 league games. A banner reading "Benitez, get out of our club" was unfurled by Everton fans before kick-off. But it was the Chelsea supporters who were booing it full-time after their side's latest frustrating result. Overworked Pickford. Reece James should have put Chelsea ahead in the opening minutes, but the defender blasted over after sprinting onto Jorginho's pass. Jordan Pickford repelled James' free kick before Mount had a golden opportunity to reward Chelsea's blistering start. Mount collected Antonio Rudiger's pass 6 yards from goal, yet once again Pickford came to Everton's rescue as he saved with his outstretched foot. Chelsea finished the half with 81% of the possession, and it was a similar story after the interval. Mount's deflected effort was clawed to safety by the overworked Pickford. Tuchel sent on Ross Barkley and Saul Niguez, and the changes reaped an immediate reward in the 70th minute. In a flash, Barkley found James and he slipped a deft pass to Mount, who timed his run into the area perfectly before planting a composed finish past Pickford at the near post. The 22-year-old's seventh goal this season was his fourth in his last 4 Premier League appearances. That should have been the spark for Chelsea to finish the job, but a lapse in concentration allowed Everton to equalise against the run of play 4 minutes later. Anthony Gordon's free kick looped towards the far post and Branthwaite sneaked in behind the dozing Chelsea defence to poke home from close range. Pickford ensured Everton held on as the man of the match made a brilliant stop from Thiago Silva's header.